Hello, Scorpios. Thank you very much for joining this month's October's monthly reading. This is Letao, your astrologist and your spiritual counselor. If you're a sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign in Scorpio, this is a reading for you. Of course, if you're a cross watcher, you're here to watch this video for a dear friend, maybe a family member or a partner who's a Scorpio. Absolutely, please feel to stay and watch. Perhaps through watching this video, you will also be able to provide them with some useful guidance. Now, as usual, today we're going to use Oracle of the Celestial Deities and Oracle of the Mythic Heroes to do your reading. With all that being said, let's get straight into the reading. So first of all, Scorpios, we're going to pull 4 cards. We're going to check your general energy, your communication and your interaction, your career, and finally, your love and relationship. All right? First card, Jason. And we go to your communication, Juno. Oh, wow. Okay. Now, then we go to your career, your success. We've got Pan. And we go into your relationship. And we're going to Eros. Okay, beautiful. Now, we're going to pull 3 extra cards from the Mythic Tarot, just to get a little bit extra guidance, right, about what we need to know for this October for you guys. All right. So again, just 3 cards. Okay. Gonna give it a thorough shuffle. Oh, what is this? The Emperor. Okay, very good. So for your communication and your interaction, you got the Emperor. Now for your career, we have got Ace of Swords. Powerful. Wow. And then finally, we're gonna go to your love and relationship, Scorpios, and we've got the Hierophant. All right, beautiful. Okay. So one more thing that we need to do is we're going to need to pull 1 card from the Star Code Oracle, okay? And let's just see if there's any extra guidance, all right, for Scorpios. Your universe, please help us with just 1 card for, what is this one? Okay, debilitated discomfort. Okay, I'm going to put this one because I somehow felt it was going to fall out. All right, so let's have a look, Scorpios. Now, first of all, you start your energy with the Jason, and I feel this is a very positive and a very adventurous energy. Now, if you have read the story, The Golden Fleece, you know Jason is the main guy in the story, and the whole myth was about his epic journey, right? Traveling to fetch the Golden Fleece and to bring it back in order to become a king. And you start with Jason in the first house. It's talking about this month, you will feel very possibly very refreshed and very enthusiastic about the goals you have, about the things you want to achieve. Jason is a very youthful, right? Very young and very energetic energy. Now, of course, in the myth, he was like merely 15, 16 years old. He was a teenager. Now, for those Scorpios who are watching this video, I know probably you are not going to be that young. But what is important actually about this energy sitting in the first house is that you're finding that youthful self back. It's almost like you feel that I'm young again and I'm ready to, take on the whole world. I'm ready to do this big project. I'm ready to, fight for my success, right? Because sometimes, our energy can go quite fluctuating, right? Sometimes we feel really high up there and sometimes we're just exhausted and we almost forget that why we're doing this. We're just so engulfed by the drama, right? The daily operation, right? The details. So Jason is a little bit like that kind of very youthful and very energetic self, right? And you reclaiming that energy back to you, and you feel like, you know what? I almost forgot how excited I was when I started doing this, and I'm ready to bring that excitement back to my life. Now, for many of you guys, this could be about career. Sometimes this could also just be about your general view towards your life. Now, with your communication and your interaction with other people, you got Juno, which is beautiful. Juno by itself is already talking about expansion growth and looking at the horizons right far away from you. So this month, there could be a lot of new ideas, right? New plans coming up for you. Now, specifically because Juno or Hera, right, her Greek counterpart, is the goddess who actually assisted Jason at the very beginning of his journey, and she was almost like a patroness, or a little bit like the important assistance, right? For Jason's journey. So this card also tells me that somehow this month for you guys, it's very possible that you're going to connect with people who are going to be on your side, right? This could be about maybe a client who is, saying good things about you. This could be about you meet someone in a networking event, right? Who just believes in you, who just loves your energy and who wants to help you, right? This could also be about maybe you're meeting just new friends, right? In a party or in an event, and somehow, they're gonna be your they're going to be your allies, basically. Yeah. So there's some kind of help coming in for you, and people are going to show you that they support you, they love you, and they want to be on your side. And so with this Juno energy here, what I would definitely say to you is be open towards connecting with people. Now, just in case you don't know how, why Juno wanted to help Jason, the story goes like this. Juno actually always wanted to help this young boy because she felt, Jason is talented, right? He had this, amazing dream about wanting to become a hero. So she kind of like disguised herself as an older woman, and she was trying to cross a small river. And she wanted to see if Jason, would offer her help, right, to, help her cross the river. And from Jason's perspective, she didn't know the old woman in front of her was a goddess. She just thought it was an old woman who was kind of slow, right? So he offered, he said, hi, do you need help, right? And so he carried this old woman on his back, and he, helped her to cross the river. And he just, after that, he just said, okay, no worries, don't worry about it. Okay, thank you, bye-bye, whatever. And then Juno was like, okay, so this boy is a good boy. I'm going to help him. And that's how this whole thing started. So, Scorpio, this month for you, perhaps you need to also offer a little bit initial kind of gesture to someone, and they will reciprocate 10 times, 100 times. All right. So definitely I guess my point is try to be open when it comes to connecting with other people and trying to offer the first gesture, right? Sometimes this could be as simple as maybe you are giving them the first smile, or you are offering the first hello, how are you, or maybe you are offering to go to the bar and get a drink for them because they are carrying too many things, whatever that is. Okay, so this looks like a very interesting energy for you, specifically when it comes to communication and networking. You also have got the Emperor below that. Now, the Emperor on in the specific mythic tarot, this is Zeus or Jupiter, okay, which is Juno's husband. Now, this is the part that becomes more interesting. You got Jason, you got Juno, you also got Jupiter. So this is almost like, for some of you, you might even meet a very powerful couple this year. So instead of one person, maybe this is a husband and wife that you're going to meet, right? And they're both powerful. Maybe they are very successful, right, in their own way, and they like you, they want to invest in you, or they want to keep in contact with you, things like that. Okay. So the Emperor, as an advice, also tells you that don't shy away from connecting. Now, with your career, you got the Pan, you also got Ace of Sword. Now, there's a very specific message for some of you guys. You could be a little bit worried about whether a contract will come through for you or not. This could be about maybe if you're looking for a job, this is about you maybe worried whether you're going to get an offer this month. If you are, let's say, maybe running your own business, this could be about you're wondering if your client will sign a document, right? If your client will offer you the project. And even if you're stable in a job, this could even be about you're wondering if your boss would actually give you an opportunity that you want to be responsible for a project, or whether you're wondering whether a new role would fall in your lap, so to speak, right? There's some kind of like contractual things happening actually this month for a lot of the Scorpios. Now, because I feel that there has been some ups and downs, or when it comes to this situation, and thus you could feel a little bit worried and a little bit like anxious, right? Is it gonna come to me? Is it gonna be okay, right? Things like that. Now, with this Ace of Sword also as an advice, and also the Emperor next to it, I would highly recommend that Scorpios, if you're concerned and worried about some kind of answer, you need to actively ask and chase them. This is not the time for you to be shy and be like, okay, I just wait for them to give me the answer, right? I think that you need to actually actively communicate with whoever the person is that you're waiting for a contract or for a document or whatever. Connect with them. And Ace of Swords tells you to communicate as clearly as you can. So this is not about you sending an email and trying to sound very diplomatic and to the point that they don't even know what you need, right? Because you're being too nice and too coy about this. Ace of Swords is very clear, cut to the point communication. So I will highly recommend that you do that. Now, one of the other thing is that because on this card, we got Ace of Swords, which depicts Pallas Athena on the card. Now, just in case you guys don't know, in Jason's journey, Pallas Athena also offered him a lot of assistance because of Juno. So first of all, definitely you need to offer, chase this thing that you need and you want. Now, for some of you guys, if you say, look, Letao, I'm not sure what contract you're talking about. There's nothing I'm currently, waiting for or looking for in terms of a contract or agreement, then give me a different interpretation of the cards that I'm watching. So with Pen and Ace of Swords, this also tells you that whatever things that this month you feel a little bit uncomfortable with, specifically with that debilitated discomfort card on top of the pen, I would highly recommend that you communicate very, very clearly with your boss. Specifically, you do have got Jupiter and Juno next to them, which I actually see as a boss or someone who is at least they are higher than you, right? Maybe they are some kind of manager, general manager above you. Now, if you say, Letao, but I'm my own boss, I don't have a boss, then this Juno and Jupiter could be talking about a potential investor, right? People that you have to respect in terms of maybe you need resource from them or maybe a very important client, right? And so with this energy, I do highly recommend that, you have to overcome that discomfort feeling within yourself and communicate in a rational and courageous way. Now, coming to your love and relationship, Scorpio, you got Arrow sitting there, and also you got Jason in the first house. Now, one of the things that I do see in here is that if you're single, this month could be a very kind of like light-hearted dating time for you. If you're looking for relationships, looking for dating, Arrows could be quite fun, playful, flirtatious, right? Could be cute and also charming. I like this energy for you. Now, because you got Jason, these two cards sitting together is very much about perhaps from your perspective, it's more about just enjoy the time being. Enjoy the dinner with someone attractive, enjoy going out with them for something fun, and it's just kind of like enjoy for the time being, right? That could be very beneficial for you. But because you got the Hierophant card below that, I have to be very frank with you guys. It's very possible that the person that you're gonna date or whoever that you're finding attractive, maybe they are looking for something more serious than you think what you want. Okay. Now for some of you guys, this could even be about the energy vice versa. This could even be about maybe you are very serious about something. You want a very serious commitment, but the people you meet, doesn't matter, right? Whoever you date, guy, girls, whatever gender you date, it could be maybe them are more casual. They are just looking for a little bit like a fun night, or a flirtatious, a cute, a sexy night rather than something committed. So this could be either you or the other person. So there's some kind of like discrepancy in here. The reason is because Eros is very casual, it's very cute, right? Very flirtatious, but the Hierophant is very serious. So you can see this discrepancy actually in there. This could create a little bit discomfort in there. Specifically, you also have got Juno and Jupiter next to that, which is also showing us some kind of like, marriage, right? Because Juno and Jupiter is a divine couple. So that does show that commitment energy in there. So I would say that, for you, make sure that you are, who you are dating, what their intention is and what your intention is, and making sure that you two are actually on the same page. Right, very good. So now we're going to pull one last card to read your extra advice from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. All right, so just one card from this deck. we're going to ask the universe just to give us one final advice for all the Scorpios out there for their October energy. Okay. Thank you, universe. Just one advice for all the Scorpios. Patroclus, sacrifice. Okay. Well, this is the first time that I would draw this card. I mean, for this month, actually, nobody else has got this card, actually. Very interesting. Now, you got Achilles and Patroclus sitting in here. Now, this card is not, don't get me wrong, yeah? This card is not telling you to sacrifice everything for other people. The card sacrifice usually asks you, you have to really understand that in order to get something, there might be certain things you do have to either sacrifice or you have to compromise in order for you to actually achieve your goal. And this usually requires you to understand that what is your priority, right? In order for me, for example, this is the most important, right? The other things are less important. Okay, that's fine. Now, if you think that this is the most important, now sometimes you do have to compromise on other things in order to reach that goal. So I feel that for this group, it's very important that you know what is your priority, Scorpios. What would you like to prioritize and think, okay, whatever happens, this is my goal, and I'm not going to compromise on this. But other things, if I have to compromise, and I'll be flexible. It's a little bit like that, okay? So with this sacrifice, I don't know if you know the story about these two guys. In some version of the myth, actually Patroclus is Achilles' lover. So in the Trojan War, long story short, because Achilles refused to fight, actually. And so Patroclus, he put on Achilles' armor and he went to the battlefield, right? In a way, he was trying to kind of like, bring a little bit more, momentum, bring a little bit more energy to the Greek army. But the enemy, the Troy, right? The Trojan army thought he was Achilles. So they really targeted him and eventually they killed him thinking that they were killing Achilles. But actually that was Patroclus. So Patroclus basically sacrificed his life and for the Greek army and also for Achilles, right? So when you look at this card, this is telling you that, okay, understand what you need to sacrifice, what is important to you, and always protect and honor the thing that is most important to you. Okay. Thank you so much, my beautiful Scorpios. Always a pleasure to do readings for you. Don't forget, if you enjoy the reading, subscribe, like, and also share my video with the people you love. Perhaps this will also be able to help them find their peace and harmony. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful month, and I'll see you next time. Bye.